Welcome everyone to the West Gym in Burnaby, British Columbia, Canada, as we are just about to get set for Great Northwest Athletic Conference women's basketball action here at the West Gym between the Simon Fraser Red Leafs and the St. Martin's Saints here on Red Leaf TV. My name is Wilson Wong. I'll be here as your commentator for this live web stream. We thank you for joining us tonight for this GNAC women's basketball battle. SFU hoping to extend their winning streak to 4 games in a row and improve to 7-4. They're coming off a big win over Western Oregon on Thursday. We will be coming back to you after the national anthems and starters as well here on Red Leafs TV. So we'll be taking a break momentarily and then coming back here for the beginning of this game here Saturday night at the West Gym. And with that, we're going to take a short break and then come back.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the West Gym for tonight's game between the visiting St. Martin's University Saints and your Simon Fraser University Red Leafs. And at this time, we ask that you please rise if you are able and remove your hats for playing of the American and Canadian national anthems.
And welcome back to the West Gym as we bring you GNAC women's basketball action here at the campus, the Burnaby campus of Simon Fraser University. And we have the St. Martin Saints and the Simon Fraser Red Leafs here tonight as St. Martin's is coming off a loss to Western Washington. They fell on Thursday in Bellingham by a score of 81-65. And SFU coming off a 70-44 win over Western Oregon. St. Martin's is 4-10 on the year, 0-6 in GNAC play, and for SFU, the Red Leafs are 6-4 and 4-2 in GNAC play. The starters now for you tonight here at the West Gym. For St. Martin's, number 5'5" junior guard Angel Galbraith, wearing number 15, a 6'4" freshman forward Sarah Lamette. Number 20, 5'9" freshman guard Kiana Rios. 5'8" freshman guard number 25, Madeline Brown. And number 44, Lauren Morris, a redshirt sophomore guard. 5'9", Madeline Brown, wearing number 25 for St. Martin's. The team led by Christy Martin in her 7th season. The opening 5 for SFU, number 2, McKenna Gardner, coming off 7 steals in her game Thursday against Western Oregon. She's a sophomore 5'10" guard, wearing number 5, Sophia Wazotsky, 5'10" sophomore guard. Number 11, 6'2" sophomore forward, Gemma Cutler. Number 12, Emma Kramer, 5'11" senior guard. And wearing number 14, the leading scorer in the GNAC, the second leading scorer in all of NCAA Division II, Jessica Wazotsky, guard forward, 6'2" junior. Should also say Gemma Cutler leading the GNAC in blocks per game as well, and in the top 2 nationally, 6'2" sophomore. And Wazotsky, Jessica Wazotsky, is going to take the opening tip-off here for SFU. The Red Leafs are in white, and St. Martin's are in red. And Sarah Lamette taking the opening tip-off for the Saints, who will take possession here. Galbraith, top of the half circle. Swung around to the sideline and then back up top, being guarded by Sophia Wazotsky. Morris, shot clock down to 7. Galbraith, one-on-one against Sophia Wazotsky to the hoop, and she is able to make that turnaround shot to open the scoring here. 2-0 for St. Martin's. Jessica Wazotsky now trying to find room inside, and then her lay up just rolls off the rim. She'll go to the foul line, though, for 2 shots. And also with that, we should give you the names of the officials tonight. The officials are Tom Turcott, Jeff Weatherby, and Lucas Guerra. Jessica Wazotsky at the line and gives SFU 2 points from the charity stripe. So we're tied it to 9:09 to go in this first quarter. Galbraith hands off to Brown. Rios back across. Morris, 10 to shoot. Morris has the ball stolen away by Emma Kramer. And then now Gardner takes over possession, and I believe the shot clock was not reset in time, so the officials will stop play with 8:48 to go here in the first quarter and allow the Red Leafs to reset, and also the Saints to get set on defense. Wazotsky, lob pass inside, lay-in goes for number 11, Gemma Cutler from North Vancouver. Galbraith, ball fed inside, then taken away by SFU. It's Sophia Wazotsky at center, finds McKenna Gardner up top. Sophia Wazotsky being guarded by Galbraith, over to his sister Jessica Wazotsky, back out to the sideline on a pass from Kramer. McKenna Gardner just strong on that 3-point shot, and the uncontested rebound taken by Lauren Morris. 4-2, SFU leading early. 3-point shot on the way from the wing, and no mistake there by Rios. And it's 5-4 for SMU. here on the home court of the Red Leafs. Of course, still very early in this one. Gardner, ball into the blocks, and with very little room, Cutler able to convert on that play and gives her team the lead back at 6-5. Galbraith. Morris. Shot clock down to 7 now. Morris, wide open lane to the hoop, and she makes no mistake there. Puts St. Martin's back up in front, 7-6. Cutler out on the perimeter. Gardner. Jessica Wazotsky turnaround 3-ball. One of the top players in all of Division II is now on the board again with 3 points. So Jessica Wazotsky has 5 in this game. Top of the circle, open 3 strong from SMU. Rios missing on that particular opportunity. The Red Leafs back down the floor with an opportunity to add to their lead, and it's going to be Cutler going to the foul line for 2 shots. And so the foul going to Sarah Lamet. And Cutler makes good on her free throw. And second opportunity, no good, and she goes 1 of 2 from the foul line. Ball quickly worked up the sideline. Galbraith. Ball lobbed into the blocks and taken away by SFU. Quick outlet pass, Kramer going inside. Cutler couldn't corral the ball, but it was tipped out of bounds by St. Martin's, as we have a new player into the game. Avery Oster wearing number 3, a freshman 6'0" forward from Golden, Colorado. Ball entered back into play. It's going to be Sophia Wazotsky over to Emma Kramer. It's a screen, lob pass into Cutler. It's going to be an offensive foul called against Cutler. So SMU a chance to come down the floor and tie this game here with a 3. 10-7 is the score. Red Leafs in front of the Saints. Saints are in red, the Red Leafs are in white. Rios trying to maintain control, and it's going to be out of bounds. And great job there by McKenna Gardner to increase the defensive pressure and cause that turnover. And Gardner giving SFU the ball back. Gardner, backdoor pass, layup no good on a jump shot there from Jessica Wazotsky. Galbraith, cross court pass, it's going to be Morris with the ball against Gardner. Brown inside, gets the ball back. Morris, Galbraith can't find room, across paint pass taken by Oster, and now play is stopped. And a media timeout. We are a second into the second half of this first quarter. Score 10-7 for SFU over St. Martin's. And a timeout, media timeout now here for the teams here at the West Gym. Some stats for you at this media timeout. Leading score for SFU, actually two of them. Gemma Cutler and Jessica Wazotsky both with 5 points, as well as Gardner with 2 assists. And Rios with a 3 and 2 from Morris and Galbraith over on the other side for St. Martin's, as we are locked into a close battle here early. SFU winning 3 games in a row, and now at 6-4 on the year and 4-2 in GNAC play. They beat Northwest Nazarene and number 24 Central Washington last weekend, and then continued their role with a big win over Western Oregon 2 days ago, led by Grace Killens, who had 20 points and 6 3-pointers, a career high, and McKenna Gardner, 7 steals in that one as well. Back underway here. Pass back out to center, tipped out towards the midcourt line, and a bank 3 at the shot clock buzzer gives St. Martin's a 3 ball at the end of that possession. We're tied at 10. The play had to be stopped. There is a physical issue with the shot clocks here at SFU, so it has been an issue with some of the cords that are loose, and getting a replacement has been challenging, so we are having to deal with this issue. Teams definitely on it, as you might expect. St. Martin's on Thursday played at Western Washington. Galbraith had 20 points on 7 of 21 shooting. She also had 4 steals and 5 assists. Rios had 15 points, and Morris had 8 rebounds to lead SMU. However, the rebounding battle, as we are back in action. Killens off on her first 3 of the night. SMU losing the rebounding battle 44-29 against Western Washington on Thursday. Galbraith, pass into the corner. Rios. Ball fed inside to Oster, and a foul called from behind on Sophie Klassen, the senior forward from Chilliwack, who entered the game just recently, and now Georgia Swant will also do the same here. Player, the guard from North Vancouver, and you hear in the background, I think that's her sister and some of her friends and family as well. Other friends and family up in the West Gym bleachers. And Killens getting the interception for SFU. Cross-court pass at Swant. Sophia Wazotsky back to Killens. Sophia getting a screen from Sophie Klassen, finds room, and a driving layup gives SFU the lead 12-10. The lane opened very wide there for the younger Wazotsky. SFU ahead 12-10. Rios to her left, and then ball back around the perimeter. Now into the right blocks. Turnaround hook shot short there from Oster, and the loose ball taken by Sophia Wazotsky. Georgia Swant intended for Klassen, out of bounds turnover for SFU. Shanoa Louie now onto the court for St. Martin's. Louie averaging 4.1 points a game, getting about 12 minutes per outing here this season so far. Galbraith, as the ball play stopped away from the action. Louie will draw the foul. Sophia Wazotsky called for the infraction. McKenna Gardner back in for SFU. Galbraith inside turnaround shot, leaning backwards. good for Morris of SMU, and we are tied again at 12. Dozen points each. Klassen at the foul line as ball taken by Galbraith. Taken back by Killens, who finds Swant for three from the sideline. No good. Klassen offensive rebound and will draw the foul. Sophie Klassen, the first foul shot on the way. That one straight down. Klassen on the year, 5 of 12 coming into the game, 6 of 13 now, looking to better that average with another opportunity here from the charity stripe. That shot doesn't get the friendly bounce off the rim, and the rebound taken by St. Martin's. Louis getting credit for the board there. And Galbraith. Up top. Ball still on the outside, being worked around the three-point arc. Galbraith with 7 to shoot, being guarded by Klassen. Pump fake on the way, foul line, pass back out to Galbraith for 3, and she nails it. Not flustered by the shot clock running down, and she gives SMU the lead 15-13 over Simon Fraser. Swant for the Redleys. Gardner, Killen stepping back for 3, that time no good, and the ball knocked out of bounds, and it will go to St. Martin's on the team rebound. Gemma Cutler in to spell off Klassen. As we said, Cutler a presence inside, and she's got 29 blocks coming into the game and is one of the nation's leading players in that category. Morris, Galbraith, ball inside back out to Morris from Louis, and she's wide on that 3 ball. Offensive board, and a new set here for St. Martin's. Baseline jumper is no good, and the loose ball knocked out of bounds off of SFU. I believe the officials will confer, and the correct call is made. SFU ball. (15-13), St. Martin's still in the lead here. Approaching the final minute of play in the first quarter. Swant gets past her defender, lobs the shot, no good. Rebound tipped out the center and corralled by Brown. St. Martin's getting instructions to go 2 for 1 here at the end of this quarter, and the ball knocked out of bounds by Swant away from Galbraith. Galbraith, ball fed back into play. Morris will curl back to the outside. Looking to defer, and it's going to be Galbraith with the ball being guarded by Jessica Wazotsky. Going to her left, and it's a huge block by Wazotsky. Jessica can do it all. She can score, and you see there the type of player she is on defense. Able to easily swipe that. Oh my goodness, that was a... I guess I got too excited there. That was called a foul on Jessica Wazotsky. And the explanation is that the call is body before ball, to which some of the fans here have clearly disagreed with. The foul is going to Wazotsky. It's just they're getting it cleared up on the scoreboard here. And Eternity Reed, wearing number 10, is into the game for the first time. And you can recognize her. She's got quite a bit of bandaging here and a brace for her shoulder, her left shoulder. Second shot, no good. Half minute left in this opening quarter. SFU down 16-13 against a St. Martin's team that is winless in conference play but has competed well here against SFU. Wazowski going to her right, going to the hoop, off the glass, and she will draw the foul. A block called against SMU. Wazowski makes good on her first foul shot. Wazowski shooting 77% from the line for the season and missing on that second shot, averaging 22.1 points a game here so far this NCAA Division II season. 4 seconds left on the drive, back out Galbraith, throws a shot up short, and that will be it for the opening quarter. SFU trailing 16-14 after the first 10 minutes of play here at the West Gym. We will be back after the short break with first quarter stats here between St. Martin's and SFU. The visiting Saints lead 16-14.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela Burgess. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
The score after a quarter here at the West Gym, 16-14 for St. Martin's over Simon Fraser in this Great Northwest Athletic Conference basketball game. The SFU women in that first quarter, just going to find the right stats for you. Please forgive me. Just going to grab the stats here. SFU 4 of 10 from the field, SMU 6 of 11. And the rebound battle is 9-6 in favor of the visiting Saints. Leading scorers, Jessica Wazowski with 6 points for the Red Leafs. Lauren Morris with 7 for the Saints. McKenna Gardner back to Cutler. Shot no good, but the offensive rebound, put back, and trip to the foul line, all going to Jessica Wazowski to open this second quarter. So Wazowski, the leading scorer in this game for SFU, adds to her point total. Nine points in this one for Wazowski. SMU, the Saints, looking to respond here. First possession of the second quarter. Ball lobbed inside, and the layup is good for Louie, doing well with very little space inside. Gardner. Sophia Wazowski gets a screen, then goes left to the hoop and lays it in with ease. And Sophia Wazowski now giving SFU the lead back. 19-18, minute gone in this second quarter here at the West Gym. Morris, Galbraith, handing off to Reed. 9 to shoot. Morris, lob pass inside, and textbook lay-in by Louie, getting the seal and getting to the hoop. Wazowski, Jessica Wazowski lays it in, cuts across the paint and finds room inside to make it 21-20. Sophia Wazowski guarding Galbraith. Galbraith has the ball knocked away from behind by Sophia. Galbraith on the year, the leading scorer, averaging just under 16 points a game for St. Martin's. Leading backwards and getting that shot to go is Lauren Morris. Morris, another double-digit scorer for the Saints at 10.4 points a game. Jessica Wazowski for SFU. Gardner. Sophia Wazowski finds Klassen out of her reach. Saints looking to add to their lead. Reed, 9 to shoot. Morris finds room inside, strong on that runner. Sophia Wazowski, Klassen. Wazowski inside for Cutler, strong on that shot, but she is actually fouled in the play. Looks like she got hit in the face.
Good pass on his way.
And so the foul going to St. Martin's.
Second personal, second team foul. Checking in rear end leaves number 12, Emma Kramer.
So I believe the foul is going to Hatchet Gross.
Step of the shooter here, coming in number 1, Grace Killings.
And Hatchet Gross, another freshman. This is a very young St. Martin's team playing in a very tough GNAC. Traversing the schedule has been pretty tough here this season for the Saints. When you've got teams like Central Washington and Alaska, Anchorage and Western and SFU, Northwest Nazarene, some very good programs here in the GNAC. Of course, Western making the national final last season. And SFU split with Western last year and lost by 9 to the Vikings in their first matchup this year. Ball inside, and Wazowski coming back on help defense, knocks the ball out of bounds. That's Jessica Wazowski. Klassen now will spell off McKenna Gardner. Ball knocked away by SFU. It's Killens with Kramer. Killens, underhand scoop lay in, just not enough on it. Back the other way, quick outlet pass for St. Martin's. But SFU back on defense. Morris. Oh, Morris fouled. And it's going to be Killens called for the infraction.
First team foul.
Galbraith. Oster. And hands it back to her point guard. Galbraith draws the foul on that drive inside. Sophia Wazowski called for the foul. Believe that's going to be 2 shots on the way for Galbraith, who is 69 of 96 coming into the season, coming into this game on the season from the foul line, just under 72%. And the first shot good. So that puts SMU back in front, 23-22. Second shot on the way is good as well, and the Saints ahead 24-22 against the Red Leafs on SFU's home court here at the West Gymnasium in Burnaby, British Columbia, Canada. Thank you for joining us here on this live web stream. Swant, Kramer, Grace Killens, back into the corner. Georgia Swant in front of the St. Martin's bench, no good. Jessica Wazotsky has the ball knocked away, and it's going to be Kramer picking up the loose ball and converting that play. SFU tying the game at 24. So we have had a very closely contested game this entire first half. Galbraith for SMU. Ball now inside. Oster. Galbraith. Now being checked by Emma Kramer. Ball across. Hatchet Gross. Backdoor pass from Morris. Turned back around. Lob pass into the foul line. Klassen will knock the ball away and end that possession for St. Martin's as she draws the shot clock violation. A big defensive stand there for SFU, and the Red Leafs will get the opportunity to take the lead here as the two teams are tied 24 points apiece, approaching the midway mark of the second quarter. Emma Kramer will fire away short, and the rebound taken by Louis. Morris up top. Galbraith handing off to Rios. Morris. Rios. Across. Brown. Galbraith. Rios. Ball loose on the floor, and it will be a held ball. Possession staying with SMU. 1 on the shot clock. We'll see if the Red Leafs can produce another defensive stop. And now we will officially stop for the media timeout. 4:42 left before halftime. St. Martin's and Simon Fraser tied at 24 here atop Burnaby Mountain. And we are set for this possession here for St. Martin's. 1 on the shot clock. Galbraith will inbound, and the shot does not go, but it's a foul on Emma Kramer of SFU. First personal for Emma Kramer. Foul shot is going to get the bounce off the back rim for St. Martin's. That is Lauren Morris, who in this game has now 11 points with those 2 shots from the line. 26-24 for St. Martin's here, leading Simon Fraser. And that, a beautiful little high runner by Grace Killens off the glass, the Centennial grad. getting another 2 points here for SFU. Not just the long-range shooter. St. Martin's. Eight to shoot. Rios high up the glass, no good. Offensive board and shot from Louis doesn't hit the rim. And then team rebound going the way of SFU. St. Martin's head coach, Christy Martin, not very happy, asking one of the officials, why are you changing the calls? So Kramer will inbound again for the Red Leafs. Kramer is the newly elected chair of the NCAA Division II Student Athlete Advisory Committee. Prestigious honor for the guard from Surrey, graduate of Sullivan Heights Secondary School. Inbounds pass. Wazotsky trying to corral it over to Kramer. Quick touch pass inside, intended for Klassen from Swant, but ball knocked away. And then now taken back by Kramer. Finds Klassen on the fast break, and a blocking foul against St. Martin's. Galbraith
First personal, 13 foul.
Called for the foul. I think St. Martin's coach, Christy Martin, also trying to argue that her player was set and maybe Klassen was out of control on that last play, but nonetheless, it is Klassen at the foul line, and she makes good on both, and Sophie Klassen gives SFU a 28-26 lead. Foul at the top of the semicircle, and it's Swant, number 10 for SFU, called for the foul. Rios drawing the foul. She will be on the floor here for this inbounds pass. Galbraith. Louis looking to hand off back to SMU's number 1 and point guard. Brown across to Galbraith. Morris going inside and finding her teammate Louis, who made the nice turnaround shot down low. Even at 28 points apiece here. Exciting close battle between SFU and SMU. Killens for the Red Leafs. Klassen going baseline. Oh, strong on the layup. Grabs her own loose board. Back to Swant. Jessica Wazotsky. Foul line pass up to Killens for 3. No good. Offensive rebound put back by Jessica Wazotsky. 30-28 SFU now back ahead. Galbraith trying to respond. Her shot just off the mark. And the rebound out of bounds. Staying with St. Martin's. 20 on the shot clock for the Saints. And quick pass in the play, knocked out. Galbraith. Ball entered and then back out. Galbraith. Elbow jumper is good from Louis. So we are tied here with 1:50 to go in the first half. Klassen. Killens. Kramer getting a screen from Wazotsky. Swant. Georgia Swant. Hands off to Kramer. 11 to shoot. Jessica Wazotsky turnaround shot off the side of the rim. Tough opportunity for her. Louis, jump ball at the foul line. Swant getting her two hands on it as well. So the ball turning over to Simon Fraser. Red Leafs have possession. Ball in the hands of Swant. Has the ball stolen by Galbraith, and she will lean in for the fast break layup to give her team a 2-point lead, 32-30. Emma Kramer. Final minute of the second quarter. Swant going to her right. It's Kramer. Backdoor pass. Knocked out of bounds. Staying with SFU. Reed, number 10 for the Saints. Back in for Louis. Quick pass inside. Three ball on the way for the sharpshooter. The woman they call the Wizard, Jessica Wazotsky. Ties the game at 32, so I believe they called that a long two. Galbraith fouled on the way to the hoop. Kramer called for the block. Gemma Cutler back in. Sophia Wazotsky back in. Klassen and Swan out. Oh, Galbraith just missing on that for his foul shot. Second one on the way. That one straight through. SMU ahead by one. About 7-second difference between the game and the shot clock here. 32 seconds to go in the first half. Simon Fraser trailing 33-32 against the visiting St. Martin Saints. Sophia Wazotsky finds Kramer blocked from behind. .12 to shoot for the Red Leafs. Kramer looked at a shot, looks to drive. Turnaround, high off the glass, no good. Wazotsky tripped on the way out of bounds, trying to save the ball. 7.3 seconds left on the game clock. SFU will retain possession here and will probably work for the final shot of the half. Killens short on the three, rebound, and a foul on the loose ball. Oh, it's Wazotsky called. Jessica Wazotsky called on the foul. We've got 3.3 seconds to go in this first half. Second foul on Jessica Wazotsky. And that infraction will send the two teams to the foul line, and it will be Lauren Morris of the Saints to add to her team's lead. Score is currently 33-32 for SMU. And that first shot, no mistake for Lauren Morris, the redshirt sophomore from Irvine, California. Second one, rattles around but goes. SFU looks like they will have to hit a three here to tie the game going into the half. They're down 35-32. Sophia Wazotsky will inbound. Kramer back to Sophia. Half-court shot from Kramer. No, it's going to be Sophia Wazotsky late on that play. SFU looked like it knew what it wanted to run, but just didn't have enough time. So we are going to send it to the half-court, half-time break here with St. Martin's leading 35-32 against Simon Fraser. We will be back in about 12 minutes' time with the first half statistics here from the West Gym in Burnaby. Once again, at halftime, St. Martin's 35, SFU 32.
Dear college sports,
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal, and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
we've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us and for college sports.
I am here to build bridges,
I'm here to promote inclusion,
to embrace diversity,
to learn from others.
I'm here to support my community.
I'm here to lift people up,
to engage,
to listen.
I am here to grow.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela Spurgeon. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
I'm here to make a difference.
I'm here to create.
To innovate.
To do research that matters.
I am here to continue asking questions,
to continue learning,
To expand my horizons.
I am here to grow.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor.
It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
I'm here to get more than a degree.
I'm here to explore.
To connect. To learn.
I am here to forge a new path.
To push myself.
To set goals and achieve them.
I am here to win.
I am here to grow.
Welcome back to the West Gym in Burnaby, British Columbia, Canada. We're just moments away from the start of the second half here in this GNAC women's basketball game between SFU and St. Martin's. A very closely fought contest so far, with St. Martin's ahead by a score of 35-32. Some stats for you, unofficial of course, as we will take a look at some video at the end of the game to kind of make sure it's all correct. But halftime stats, unofficially, Lauren Morris with 13 points to lead St. Martin's, 11 for Galbraith. For Simon Fraser, 15 points for Jessica Wazotsky, and then 5 for Gemma Cutler, who did not play a lot in that first half, just over 10 minutes of action on the floor. She, of course, had one foul in that first half. The two Wazotskis and Kramer had 2 each, and then Sarah Lamet with 2 as well on the St. Martin side. SFU shooting 40.7% from the field and 1 of 9, 11.1% from 3. And on the other side, St. Martin's doing much better, 12 of 21 from the field, 57.1%, and then 3 of 7 for 43% from behind the three-point arc. And we also want to give you the out-of-town scores here for the rest of the GNAC. Montana State Billings defeated Seattle Pacific 66-49 at home today. Central Washington beat Alaska 73-56. And then the two games in action are underway in progress right now. Northwest Nazarene trailing 66-52 at Alaska Anchorage, 4:17 to go in the fourth quarter. And Western Oregon keeping up with Western Washington, 38-34, 7:33 to go in the third quarter. Of course, for all your information about what's going on around the league, go to gnacsports.com, and that, of course, will include the GNAC standings, which are updated to the point where we see Western Washington with a 6-0 record atop the league. Montana State Billings and Seattle Pacific both at 5-2. SFU can join them if they can make this comeback against St. Martin's. Both teams missing on their first possession here of the second half. Galbraith into the corner. Rios has room, but off target on that 3. And SFU will slow the play down here. Sophia Wazotsky handling the ball for the Red Leafs. Over to Gardner. Gardner, foul line pass out to Wazotsky. A long 3, gets the bounce. Rattled around, and then went up into the air and fell for the tie. 35 points apiece here, SFU and SMU. Similar sounding abbreviation and similar colors as well. Both teams wear red as their dominant color. Rios at the wing, bounce pass into the corner. Galbraith up to the foul line. Brown over to the sideline. Wide open 3, short though from Morris, and now held ball at the end line. And we're just waiting for the teams to get underway here. Sophia Wazotsky. Emma Kramer, look backdoor, hands off to Sophia. Had room at the foul line, but decides to pull back. Jessica Wazotsky into Cutler, but the ball knocked away, and a steal by St. Martin's. Galbraith. Finding room, high shot, partially blocked, I think, by Cutler. Ball staying with St. Martin's. Galbraith. Brown. Galbraith. St. Martin's will want to swing the ball around here a little bit, but they will keep it on that side of the court. Brown. Rios. Desperation three blocked by McKenna Gardner. And that'll be a shot clock violation against St. Martin's. Big defensive play by SFU. We'll see if the Red Leafs can take advantage on the offensive end and build some momentum here. Jessica Wazotsky hands off to her sister, Sophia. Emma Kramer around to Jessica Wazotsky. Finds Cutler. Oh, and her shot just strong off the rim. Galbraith finding Rios. Shot no good. Kramer coming down strongly with the rebound. Sophia Wazotsky. Kramer to the hoop, off the rim. And the ball down into the hands of the Saints. Galbraith up top. Morris across. Back into the foul line. Turnaround jumper from Sarah Lamette. No good. Sophia Wazotsky to the hoop. Scoop. No shot attempt there as the foul is called first.
Foul St. Martin's number 15, Sarah Lamette. Third personal, first team foul court. In the game, the Saints
So,
were
15, Lamette called for her third foul. So she had to sit out for quite a bit in the opening half and quickly called for the third foul here. Unfortunate for her, but Sophia Wazotsky getting to the foul line and making her two shots. Galbraith. Looking and finding Brown. Morris over to the wing. Rios back up top. Morris. Rios into the low blocks. Getting the pass back and the three-point shot strong. Morris getting the rebound. Galbraith. Shot fake. Drive to the hoop. Blocked. On a foul. McKenna Gardner did knock the ball out of the air, but I believe it's going to be Cutler getting called for the infraction.
Second personal, first team foul court.
Call on Cutler. Galbraith at the line. First one is good, so gets her team back within one, 37-36. 6:04 to go before the third quarter break. Second one good, and we're tied again at 37. And in that first half, there were 14 lead changes, and the game was tied 10 times. More of the same here as we begin the third quarter. Pass across, intercepted by St. Martin's. Leaning in on the fast break layup, no good, is Hatchet Gross. Wazotsky, Sophia Wazotsky trying to take advantage, and that jump shot is good. SFU ahead 39-37. Pass across for St. Martin's. Galbraith. Hatchet Gross swung around back to Galbraith. Down low, turnaround shot. Another foul called on that opportunity. It's Louis going to the line for two shots. Believe that's going to go against Kramer. So Kramer's third foul. Second one is good, and we're tied again. 39 points now for each team. SFU and St. Martin's. We're about halfway through this third quarter. McKenna Gardner for the Red Leafs. Finds Wazotsky. Langley connection does not go. Rebound tipped out to the sideline, and eventually out of bounds. Possession for the Saints. Hatchet Gross, Galbraith, and now Morris. Ball knocked back into play, and Galbraith trying to tip it to her teammate, but it goes out of bounds. And I believe we will head into a media timeout with 4:44 to go in the third quarter. St. Martin's and Simon Fraser tied 39 points apiece here at the West Gym atop Burnaby Mountain.
Instagram, Twitter, SFU_athletics.
Back underway for the final few minutes of the third quarter. SFU with the ball. Tied with St. Martin's 39-39. That is the 13th tied. 13th time we've been tied here in this game. Cutler, offensive board, put back no good, and then a foul after Jessica Wazotsky got the second offensive board of that possession. Louis called for her second foul of the game. Advantage, 40-39. Galbraith inside handoff, and the lay-in goes for Louis. And St. Martin's has the lead here, 41-40. That is the 16th lead change of the game. Sophia Wazotsky, Grace Killens, long three on the way, can't get it to go. And SFU down by one, and Killens called for the foul right at the sideline. .347 to go in this third quarter. Galbraith. Another inside handoff and another assist. This time Morris finishes the play. And now a timeout called by SFU head coach Bruce Langford as he finds his team down 43-40 against St. Martin's. And it's another media timeout between these two teams, so we're going to send it to a break as well. Saints ahead of the Red Leafs 43-40. 3:37 to go before the end of the third quarter. SFU 40, St. Martin's 43. You're watching live coverage of GNAC women's basketball action live from the West Gym here in Burnaby, BC. My name is Wilson Wong, Manager of Communications and Sports Information here with the Red Leafs. Thank you for joining us here on this broadcast, and hope that you have enjoyed this very, very tight game, and it's been tight all the way from the opening tip-off. Cutler on the turnaround and stopped with a travel call. So coming out of the timeout, the Red Leafs hoping to make a positive play there, and unfortunately for them, they get called for the travel. So the Saints looking to add to their lead, increase it to 2 possessions, which has been a rarity in this one. But unfortunately, they will lose possession of the ball as Morris called for the turnover. Armand Dulé newly into the game for SFU. And immediately she draws the foul against St. Martin's against Hatchet Gross of the Saints. Dulé will find Cutler on the inbounds. Dulé will go baseline. Dulé, reverse layup, goes off the glass. So Armand Dulé immediately making an impact here for the Red Leafs. Gets her team back within 43-42 with 2:46 to go in the third quarter. Hatchet Gross to the foul line, to the right side of the paint. Skip pass inside, and the lay-in does not drop from Morris. That probably one of her easier chances in this game. So SFU getting the defensive stop and a chance to retake the lead here. Killen's short on that drive. Hatchet Gross with the rebound. It's a 3-on-2 break. Hatchet Gross pass across intended for Galbraith, kicked out of bounds. Georgia Swan. She will spell off Grace Killens. And then for St. Martin's, Keely Jade Smith is in for Hatchet Gross. Morris. And a turnover against the Saints. Swat, ball fed to Cutler, and loose ball taken by Morris. She gets the steal. Galbraith. Rios, and then the pass back from her teammate. Now great seal by St. Martin's, but a turnaround shot from Louis does not go. But SFU getting punished there for not getting the rebound. A foul call on the ensuing play. As SMU trying to get its first conference win of the season. Doing a great job here as there is a block by Cutler. And then Dulé tipping the inbounds pass back out of play. That gets a nice cheer from the SFU bench. They appreciate that type of defensive effort from the guard from Surrey. Galbraith. Rios launches a 3 and hits the target. And it's a 4-point lead for St. Martin's, which in this game has been, well, pretty huge. It's the biggest lead of the game for either side. And Jessica Wazotsky, the Wizard, responds. We're back within 1. And this just for a few seconds, St. Martin's was up by 2 possessions. Before that, no team was up by more than 3, and there Cutler with a two-handed volleyball-style block. Swat nearly steals the ball, but St. Martin's will throw up a 3. Ball saved back into play nicely by Morris, so reset here by the Saints. Galbraith going to her left. Pass back out, baseline. Morris steps on the end line with 33 seconds to go. Killens trying to sub into the game, but it's going to be Swant. Throws the ball away. Galbraith at center doesn't have the numbers. Rios loses possession of the ball. And Christy Martin, the head coach of the Saints, not happy with how her team executed that last possession. Saying to her team, "You've got to hear me." SFU playing offense here now for what we think will be the last possession of this quarter. Jessica Wazowski, inbound pass knocked out. 2.2 seconds left in the quarter. Emma Kramer, wearing number 12 for SFU, looking to pass into play. Finds Killens, throws a shot up, and that was actually on line but short. And that will be the end of the third quarter with St. Martin's ahead 46-45. We're going to take a short break here and come back with the final quarter of action here between SMU and SFU at the West Gym. One more quarter to play in regulation, but we could have more after that. SFU trailing 46-45 to St. Martin's here at home, and the Saints will open the fourth quarter here with the ball. Galbraith at the wing. Rios. Galbraith, lob pass inside, and a great seal down low for St. Martin's. Louis gets the bucket. And it's a 3-point lead for St. Martin's. The largest lead of the game for either team is 4 points, and that happened just late in the third quarter. It has been back and forth this entire night here atop Burnaby Mountain. Kramer, Wazowski high off the glass, doesn't get the rim, and it's a stop by the Saints. They're up by 3, 9-10 to go in the fourth quarter. And it doesn't look like there will be much separation between these two teams as Galbraith makes the driving lay-in, and it is now a 5-point lead for SFU, the biggest of the game. And now Wazotsky throws the ball away. It's a 2-on-1, and the lay-in goes for St. Martin's. Rios makes it a 7-point lead. St. Martin's coming out hot here in the fourth quarter. Sophia Wazotsky, Jessica Wazotsky. Jessica fouled on her way to the paint. And now an entire line change for SFU as they look to spark something here. Down by 7 on the court for SFU. Dule, Gardner, Klassen. Free ball on the way from the corner, and it's going to be a foul. Armand Dule called for the foul. On the floor for SFU, Gardner, Swant, Klassen, and newly into the game, Kyra Stewart. And the coaching staff for SFU, led by Bruce Langford, bringing a bit more defensive pressure up the court. Stewart guarding Galbraith. Spinning right, pass to the sideline. Ball worked around to the top of the circle. Ball into the baseline now. Brown. Louis. Morris still at center. 6 to shoot. Going inside, it's going to be a travel call on Morris. SFU coming out of the timeout couldn't get a bucket, but they do get a defensive stop. Can they build some momentum off that stop? Swant. Dule into the backcourt. Dule trying to get to the ball, and it will be St. Martin's ball. So St. Martin's has scored the first 6 points of this fourth quarter and lead by a score of 52 to 45. And now Galbraith. Handoff from Louis. Back around the horn. Galbraith at the sideline. Rios swung across to Reed. Back across to Rios. Ball knocked away, the entry pass. Dule getting her hand on it. 11 to shoot. Rios stepping back outside the three-point line. 4 to shoot. Galbraith to the hoop. Fouled on the drive. Not sure who. 2 shots though on the way, and it's going to go against Gardner. First foul shot is good, and it's now a 53-45 lead for St. Martin's. And considering the standings, this would be considered an upset if St. Martin's were to hold on. They're up by 9 here, 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Gardner going to her left, Dule. Back across Gardner, nearly has the ball knocked away. On the drive, Georgia Swant. Gardner, Dule for 3, good. A big bucket for the Red Leafs. Get back within 2 possessions here. Bit of a nervous time here for SFU. We'll see if that sparks a bit more dynamism on the offensive end for SFU. Galbraith against Stewart. Bounce pass inside. And it's going to be a held ball. SFU getting possession back. Just looking to get a quick update here. Northwest Nazarene losing 68-58 at Alaska Anchorage. And a big 22-5 third quarter for Western Washington has allowed them to lead 67-41 over Western Oregon with 1:59 left.
Penalty marks number 20, Canada News. Second personal, 17 foul. Giving it 15, Sarah.
Gardner. Swant finds Klassen. And the foul going to St. Martin's. And just as she came back into the game, the foul is going against Lamet of St. Martin's. It's her fourth with 6 minutes to go. Gardner down to Stewart. Couple of spin moves, reverse layup strong off the glass. And Lamet getting the rebound. Galbraith. Basket is good from the blocks. Lamet making it a 56-48 game. 8-point advantage for St. Martin's. Dulé. Klassen getting the pass from Gardner. Back to Dulé. Jumper good from Armand Dulé. Short corner baseline. SFU back within 2. 5 more minutes to go in regulation time. St. Martin's with the ball. Galbraith drawing the foul on Kyra Stewart. I think Kyra may be a bit surprised at how little it took to get that foul. 4:57 to go. We are going to go into a media timeout. St. Martin's leading 56-50 over Simon Fraser. We've had 16 lead changes, 13 ties, and with 4:57 to go in regulation time, St. Martin's is ahead 56-50 on Simon Fraser. The Saints have the ball. Visitors trying to get their first conference win of the season. 3-ball from the sideline, no good, and the rebound corralled and controlled by Morris. And SFU fans getting a bit louder here as they try to will their team to a stop, but it's going to be Galbraith's shot rolling off the back rim, and once again Morris with the offensive board. Definitely sounds like members of the Red Leafs football team leading the charge here, trying to do their part. Galbraith into the corner. Three-pointer, no good as the shot clock was winding down, and it will be a violation against St. Martin's. What can the Red Leafs do here to get back into this one? Lamet out of the game. Louis back in, wearing number 24. Grace Killens approaching the three-point line, will curl back around and fire the ball over to Wozotsky, who passes the ball back to her. Killens to the hoop. Beautiful penetration. And SFU back within 4 points now. Down by as much as 9 here in the final period of regulation. Louis, Galbraith, looking to get a screen, goes to her left. Skip pass into the blocks, and now Morris looked at a shot, back out to Galbraith, steps to her left, three ball, no good, and the rebound out of bounds as the shot clock's winding down, and SFU getting another stop here, and a chance to get back within a possession. Well, you know it's going to be an exciting finish here between SFU and St. Martin's. Wozotsky, Jessica Wozotsky. Dule, Sophia Wozotsky. To the hoop, and Sophia will get to the line for 2 shots. First shot goes down for the sophomore guard from Langley, and it's 56-53. Second one good, and we have a one possession game at 56-54. Wozotsky shooting just over 82% on the year from the foul line. St. Martin's out for a three-point shot, no good from the wing. And the rebound off of Cutler. Rios called for, throwing that shot up, and now a timeout with 2:37 to go in the fourth quarter. SFU trailing 56-54. We're going to set it to a short break, and we'll come back after this timeout.
And Fenway's proud to provide the SFU Red Leafs Fenway Imaging, preserving and improving health and quality of life through medical imaging. Visit FenwayImaging.com to book an MRI for general inquiries.
And we're waiting to get back underway here. 2:37 left in the fourth quarter. St. Martin's leading 56-54. Lamet with the ball, turning around, throws a shot off the glass, doesn't go. And Killens will grab the rebound, and I believe that's Lamet's 5th foul of the game. And she has just not had very good luck in this one.
15 foul.
SFU to the line. Two and a half minutes to go. Killens, first foul shot, strong off the back rim. Second one on the way. Grace gets the adjustment, goes downward. Within 1 point here, if you're SFU, 56-55. The Saints ahead by 1. Galbraith. Skip pass inside the lay-in. No mistake from Louis on that play. Still a one-possession game, but the Saints up 58-55. Not much time left. Sophia Wazotsky strong on the lay-in. And the rebound taken by St. Martin's. So Rios getting that board. Fewer than 2 minutes on the clock here. And St. Martin's, you will see, they run their game plan the way it should. Will try to run as much clock down as possible. Pass intended for Louis, and it's turned over. Galbraith, I believe, will be given the turnover. And another timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. So we are going to keep it here for SFU and St. Martin's. And just some of the stats for you. Wazotsky for SFU, 19 points on 6 of 11 shooting, 2 of 3 from long distance, 5 rebounds. For SFU, tied with Gemma Cutler, who has 5 rebounds as well. For the Red Leafs, Emma Kramer has 4. For St. Martin's, it's Galbraith with 8 assists, 17 points. Louis has 16 and 7 rebounds. Morris has 15 and a game-high 8 rebounds. Largest lead of the game for St. Martin's was 9 points. That's about 7-10 in the fourth quarter. SFU has been fighting its way back ever since. Killens looked at a 3. Sophia Wazotsky. And SFU called for an illegal screen. And that has definitely upset the SFU fans and the SFU coaching staff. But a turnover for the Red Leafs. St. Martin's will inbound. Defensive pressure up the court here. Ball entered into play as Rios to the hoop. Blocked by Wazotsky. Jessica Wazotsky with a huge block. And the lay-in goes. SFU down by just 1. .50 seconds to go. Galbraith to the hoop. Fouled on the way there. Cutler called for her 3rd foul. Pardon me, that I believe it was Cutler. Looks like it was actually on Killens. First shot missed from Galbraith. The fans stomping on their seats. Second shot doesn't go either. SFU has a chance to take the lead here on this possession. Sophia Wazotsky. And the pass is out of bounds. SFU turns the ball over. St. Martin's still holding on to a 1-point lead. 41.2 seconds to go. And Christy Martin has called a timeout on the floor. Her team up 58-57. We're going to keep it here. SFU needs at least 1 more stop. It's a 30-second timeout, so the teams have to stay on the floor. Galbraith has 17 points, as we talked about earlier. 8 assists now, and also 2 steals. St. Martin's shooting 20 of 49, 40.8%. SFU 19 of 48 for 39.6% from the field. Neither team doing great from beyond the arc. 4 of 17 for 23.5% for SMU, and for the Red Leafs 4 of 16, slightly better at 25%. On the floor for SFU, it's Killens, Cutler, the two Wazotskis, and Armand Dulé. And on the floor for St. Martin's, it's going to be Galbraith. Trying to figure out who's going to inbound here. It's going to be on that side. Morris, Rios, Louis, Galbraith, and wearing number 25 is Madeline Brown. Galbraith. Got a 10-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Galbraith being checked by Armand Dulé. Big defensive assignment here. Gets the screen. Going to her left. Galbraith blocked by Cutler. No, it's a foul. 19.7 seconds left to go. Cutler called for her. I believe that's going to be her fourth foul. Galbraith. First shot. Good. So SMU up by 2, 59-57. Second chance. Doesn't go. The rebound taken back by the Saints. Louis with a huge offensive rebound, and SFU will have to foul now. St. Martin's can taste its first conference victory of the season. Timeout called by Bruce Langford and SFU. His team down 59-57 with 12.1 seconds to go. Two shots will come after this break. The big rebound by Louis at the offensive rebound, the eighth total rebound for her. She's had a great game, 16 points, 8 rebounds, and a huge offensive board there for the Saints as they try to earn their first win of the conference slate. SFU has a chance to move into a three-way tie for second place in the GNAC, but a chance here against the winless Saints might be slipping away. Rios, foul shot, good. (60-57). Foul shot, good again, and it's another timeout for SFU. 61-57, the Red Leafs are down by 4.
And we got the full timeout taken here by SFU Red Leafs. Full timeout taken by the Red Leafs.
You're watching Red Leafs TV and live coverage of GNAC women's basketball here from Burnaby Mountain and the West Gym. Simon Fraser down 61-57 with 12.1 seconds left in the contest. St. Martin's trying to improve their record. They came into this game without a win in the GNAC standings and hoping to get their first conference win of the season. They are 4-10 overall and 0-6 in league play. SFU, conversely, had been on a 3-game winning streak and came into this game with a 6-4 record and 4-2 win-loss record in GNAT games. SFU will inbound. Jessica Wazotsky finding Gemma Cutler, handing off to Wazotsky from 3, no good. Rebound, tip to Emma Kramer, shot doesn't go. Out to Grace Killens for 3, backboard and back rim. It doesn't fall, and St. Martin's will celebrate its first conference win of the 2022-23 season. And what a celebration it is as they earn a huge road win here at Simon Fraser, 61-57. That is the end of the game here for this SFU-SMU matchup. The final unofficial stats: 18 points for Galbraith, 8 assists, 16 points for Louis, 8 rebounds, 15 points for Morris, 8 rebounds for St. Martin's. For Simon Fraser, 19 points for Wazotsky, 5 rebounds, 13 for Sophia Wazotsky, and we had 7 rebounds for Gemma Cutler and 2 blocks, 3 steals for Emma Kramer and 6 rebounds. And with that, the Red Leafs will fall by 4 points here to the visiting St. Martin's Saints. And some final team stats: 20 of 49 field goal shooting for SMU, 40.8%. And for Simon Fraser, 19 of 51, 37.3%. Both teams converting 4 of 17 three-point shots. And then the rebounding in favor of St. Martin's, 34-29. We talked about that in the pregame, that SMU was out-rebounded quite heavily at Western Washington on Thursday, but they come back and earn a huge road win, and they will be heading home to Lacey. Pretty happy bunch as they get the split this weekend. Once again, the final score: Simon Fraser 57, St. Martin's 61, and we'll chat again soon next week here on Red Leafs TV.